We are, though, seeing a little bit of movement here at the border as these first cars and trucks come through that are officially some of the first to enter Queensland since those restrictions lifted just a couple of minutes ago. Now, it is flowing somewhat now, but of course, a lot of these cars that are quite early on in the queue already have existing permits. They may be locals that have been able to cross the border for some time, but we are being told that those interstate travellers who are keen to get into southeast Queensland and Queensland as a whole from New South Wales are going to expect delays of up to a couple of hours, up to 20 kilometres. They've been told to pack snacks, water and their patience as they wait to get through. Of course, it is the day that many of these travellers, as well as Queenslanders and tourism operators, have been waiting for since Queensland's borders closed around 15 weeks ago on March 26. We're seeing plenty of caravans and camper trailers and boats come through, as well as people pass through. Now, a big reason for the delays is, of course, the new border declaration passes. The focus is on making sure that no one from Victoria comes into Queensland. The burden of proof will be on drivers. They'll have to show accommodation receipts, really proving that they haven't been to those hotspots. Now, the only exemption when it comes to people who have been in Victoria being allowed into Queenslanders is Queenslanders returning home. That they'll then have to go into quarantine for 2 weeks. So quite a bit of paperwork for drivers to get through before they're allowed in Queensland today, with the Premier just reminding everyone to be patient.
There are going to be lengthy delays after 12 o'clock of people coming into Queensland. So please, if you're thinking about coming today, maybe think about changing your plans. You could be sitting in traffic for hours. I'm letting everybody know that. I've been saying that all week. So please be prepared.
Now, it's not just the highways that are reopening today. It is, of course, the airport. There were some passengers that landed before that noon deadline today. They were told to wait inside the terminal. They weren't allowed outside. They will, though, be allowed to leave the airport now. We are seeing a bit of a resurgence too. Virgin's offering some pretty cheap flights as the Queensland government, as well as tourism operators, try to get things back up and running here in Queensland, of course, during the winter school holidays. So plenty of movement now happening here at the border as Queensland is officially reopened to all states bar Victoria.
Absolutely historic day in Queensland. Anna Rawlings, thank you for the update. Now let's show you more of these live pictures coming in from the Gold Coast that you could see on the corner of your screen. That's the airport there. This is pictures of the first flights landing in Queensland. Now, this has been after 15 long weeks of self-imposed quarantine. This is important because the Sunshine State is really heavily reliant on tourism and it's once again open for business. The hope that this is going to help reboot the economy. Anyone from New South Wales, WA, South Australia, Tasmania, the ACT and the Northern Territory are now welcome in Queensland unless you've been in Victoria in the past 14 days. 238,000 border declaration passes have already been filled out, meaning congestion and delays like the pictures we were seeing there before where Anna Rawlings was is expected. But the border opening in Queensland does follow that relaxation of stage 3 restrictions, and it's going to be a big day there. We'll keep right across the details as that happens.